Now, one of the problems of being as far away as Singapore and being a filker there, in fact, the only filker there, as far as I can tell, is that I don't have the same breadth of knowledge as American filkers. American filk has a very long tradition of very good songs by Frank Hayes, Steve Rogers, etc., Leslie Fish, and so on, And until last year, I had never heard Never Set the Cat on Fire, when I was a boy. And although I was familiar with this one song, nobody at AussieCon would sing it to me. I really didn't understand why. Well, anyway, I managed to find some guy. After telling him, look, I'm from Singapore. I have no idea what you're talking about. Why does everybody hate this song? And so he sang it to me. Now, I understand it's not a matter of the material. It's just a matter of repetition. Yeah, but anyway. So anyway, he sang me the song. And I played it over in my head a couple of times. And I read it. And it's actually a very good song for filk writers because it has a very nice structure. It sets up punchlines and so on and so forth. But I won't get into technical details right now. What I will do is fuse this blasphemous concept of this particular song and my own pet blasphemous concept, Lovecraft. We wandered into Arkham in the spring of 32, searching for some fun and games at Miskatonic U. We walked into the library, we were a studious crowd, but nobody had said we were supposed to... let's start over. We wandered into Arkham in the spring of 32, searching for some fun and games at Miskatonic U. We walked into the library, we were a studious crowd, but nobody had said we weren't supposed to read aloud. They should have told us something. And now we're banned from Arkham one and all, banned for answering Cthulhu's siren call. We made a little boo-boo, well, maybe 3 or 4. Now Arkham doesn't want us anymore. Old Howard was the best of us, he really did mean well. He flipped the pages of the book to find a different spell. To try and shut the gates of hell, he found an ancient curse, but he couldn't speak Arabic, so it came out in reverse. Oops. And now we're banned from Arkham, that is that. When the Dark Young came and stabbed the mayor flat, we really didn't mean to do it, but they all got sore. Now Arkham doesn't want us anymore. Clark Ashton summoned up his courage, went to face the foe. We scraped up what was left of him after a week or so. Frank Belknap ran behind the storeroom door and through the latch, but the angle started changing and he heard a voice say, "Fetch, here doggy doggy." And now we're banned from Arkham, that's the law, cause the hounds of Tindalos pooped on the floor. The ghouls began their rampage as they trampled through the town. Now Arkham says that we can't hang around. The Shoggoths poured up through the doorway to eternity. The trail of goo they left behind was quite a sight to see, but it wasn't their appearances that made us start to choke. It's only that those Shoggoths kept on telling knock-knock jokes. Let me give you an example. Knock knock. Cthulhu! See what I mean? And now we're banned from Arkham, them's the rules. Banned for Arkham just for being goddamn fools. The deep ones called up Dagon, who looked just like a toad. Then Arkham told us all to hit the road. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. What I say, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Bobby Block decided that the best course was to flee, but the king in yellow put a stop to that immediately. Hasta came and me go flying round him at his feet. It only needed one more guy to make the day complete. You know who I'm talking about. And now we're banned from Arkham, that's for sure. When we saw Brillier rising on the Miskatonic shore, a tentacle snagged August, but we didn't really mind. We looked back and saw Arkham filled with slime. Here he comes. Cthulhu finally made his debut on that bloody night, devouring folks like sushi rolls while roaring with delight. His tentacles were gleaming with an incandescent light. We decided that we'd seen enough and bid Arkham good night. Adios amigos, see you later, alligator. And now we're banned from Arkham, but by choice. Now that everything is curiously quite moist, they sifted through the ruins, but there wasn't much to see. Now Arkham is a distant memory. And now we're banned from Arkham, what a shame. Banned for calling he who is not to be named. Those of us who live to tell the tale were nervous wrecks, but we're resting in a town called Innsmouth next. Gee, what big eyes you have!